Good evening, everybody, and it's my absolute pleasure to be here. I'm Christine Cushing, and this is Jane Lockhart, and we are your honorary co-chairs for this evening. We thank you for your presence to this absolutely worthy cause. We appreciate and respect your time, and we hope you have a fantastic evening. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself.
It says that right here, actually.
Does it?
Hosts introduce show and talk about themselves.
Yes.
Perfect. So
Is
you're
it
ready
okay?
to go. I think it's your time then.
Is it okay to talk about ourselves, though?
Well, there's a lot more talented people on this stage than us, clearly, but I think we should milk it for what we can.
Just
after
a little
all.
bit.
Yes, all right then.
Milking is good.
Yeah.
And I have to say that my heels were actually not regulation, so I'm in bare feet. So that's a first for me. Okay, so Christine Cushing is my name. I have a brand new show starting on Viva Network called Fearless in the Kitchen. It's not about color.
No, thank goodness. Very good.
Thank you. It's about cooking. Cooking is really my life. Food is my life. And it's really my mission, I think in general, to get us back to a time when food was really life. That's how I was raised. That's how I think food should be. I think we've really come to a time where food is just seen as a fuel. Mm-hmm. You know, we eat, go, 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 in the car, cramming food, drive through. But food nourishes us. And I think that that's really my mission in life. And it's so critical at a time like this where we're eating so many additives. We're really not even sure what we're eating, that I think we should treat our bodies as temples, really.
You can see I do that. Clearly, that's why I wore black.
Yes, well, I just think it's really important what we're eating. So I say let's go back to a time where food is not fuel, food is life. Enjoy the show.
Very nice.
Jane,
Thank you.
it's up to you.
I actually do a show on W Network called Color Confidential, and we're a little wee Canadian show, and we've survived, which I'm very happy to say thank you for those of you who watch. Thank you. I'll pay y'all later. Anyway, we do much work around color, and part of what I do as an interior designer, it's been a hobby really for the last 20 so years, is research around color. And, you know, most of us have an association to color in a very basic level in terms of what do we wear in the morning and how are we feeling. And I see you're feeling very hot and spicy today with your red choice, ready to
Apparently I am.
do something. Yes. I, on the other hand, wore the color of the Ovarian Cancer Research Foundation, but that's okay. You look fabulous nonetheless.
Yeah, that's not my color, so I went with red.
She pointed that out right when she came. Teal looks awful on me. I can't wear that. Don't be ridiculous. But it is important to note that color is one of the key elements in our lives in terms of driving. You know, you think of red light, green light, stop sign. It influences, of course, the color of food. You know, shouldn't eat too much beige. That's what I hear. You certainly shouldn't paint with it.
You shouldn't wear too much.
Not when you look like
either.
us. Beige does not look good on us.
No.
It's in our language when you think of color. I'm feeling blue today. I'm green with envy. You know, I'm red with rage. People who, to describe things, you know, people who have red hair are called redheads, although technically they're orange heads because their hair is orange. But anyway, these are the
sound so good.
It doesn't. Oh, you're an orange head? Yeah, it doesn't go over well. So the things that I think is key to note about color is that it has a huge impact in the way we are signaled today, how we think of things. So tonight's color is teal. And I thought, well, you know what, Christine, I'm going to do a little research on teal to find out how important this color is. Well, first of all, it's #1 fashionable color in terms of teenagers under the age of 15. It's most bought by them, particularly in school supplies and skateboards.
Okay, skateboards.
So I'm sure
I haven't bought a skateboard in the last ever.
Yeah, okay. So you decide what you want to do with that information. It was the #1 selling car color in 1989. Now then, some of you had neons that color. I know you did. And you may have noticed at that time it was actually called Aztec green. Now, yeah, so you had to name it something. And then, of course, I don't know how many of you remember the 80s. Anyone here remember the 80s? It's a good time for us, a good decade, wasn't it?
It was definitely a good decade.
A little too long ago.
2 decades before now.
Right. Well, you know, what did they call green in the 80s? Do you remember?
Was that the sea foamy thing?
That was seafoam green. If any of you remember, we had hunter green and teal at that time was formerly known as seafoam green, in fact. Do any of you really remember the 80s, the colors from that time? Maybe some of the fashions, the higher the hair, the closer to God. That was one of those times, right? Yes, that was one. And I'm glad to say that big hair is coming back. Anyway, teal is most importantly recognized, though, as part of ovarian cancer awareness. And I wear my teal proudly. And the next time you see seafoam green, I want you to think teal and think about how important it actually is. Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show.